day and night, which is 24 hours. Day and night together will always be 24 hours. In the beginning, it says, Va'yer va'yi boker yom echad. The rest of the days, it says Yom Sheni, Yom Shlishi, Yom Revi'i, second, third, fourth. In the first one, it should have said Yom Rishon. Va'yer va'yi boker Yom Rishon. Why change the language? By Hashem, everything is very, very deep. Nothing is random. Nothing is coincidence. The right language should have been Va'yer va'yi boker Yom Rishon, the first day. Next day, Va'yer va'yi boker Yom Sheni. But in the first day, he said Va'yer va'yi boker Yom Echad. Echad means complete. Why? To teach us that the first day is 24 hours and all other days are also exactly like the first day. Va'yer va'yi boker, that's a complete day. The same thing, Sheni, Shlishi, Revi, until the end of this earth. It's never going to be one day with this time and another day with a different time. Some people were trying to match the Torah to the nonsense that some scientists claim. There are two kinds of science, the speculative science and objective science. 99.9% of the science you heard in your life is all speculation. Someone make a theory and they begin to make all kinds of experiments and they come to conclusions based on their assumptions. I promise you one thing, that no one ever was able to prove the age of Earth. All the scientists who claim the world is millions of years old, billions of years old, it's all nonsense. Not one of them ever was able to prove the age. And if you don't believe me, just use your common sense. You have thousands of different opinions how old the world is. Anywhere from 4 million years to 300 billion years. So how can all these scientists who came from the best universities in America and the world, one would say the world is 4 million years old and the other one would say 300 billion? How is it possible? The answer, everyone guess. And everyone make all kinds of assumptions. And based on their assumption, they come to those ages, which are all nonsense. Why? Because the world is 5,782 years old, guaranteed. And I have hundreds of proofs for you, but that's not the topic. You can go on my website and see all the proofs. I can give you quickly one proof that scientists measure the amount of salt who comes from all the lakes and the rivers in the world to the big ocean. They have a way to measure every day, every month, every year. So in average year, 400 million tons of salts are coming with the water into the big ocean. If the world was only 1 million years old, forget billions, 1 million years multiplied by 400,000 million tons of salt, the ocean would be a pile of snow all the way from here to the moon. There will be no water. There will only be salt. Why? Because if every 400 million ton, it's 1,000 kilograms. 400 million multiplied by 1,000, right? And that's 1 year, and then multiplied by 1 million. Do you know what mountain of salt it would be? So the entire ocean will be just salt. There's not going to be any water. No water, just salt. So obviously they just proved to you the world cannot be more than a few thousand years old. And in my website, I put 2 films by an American non-Jewish scientist, Robert Gentry. One of the films called The Fingerprints of Creation, and the other film he made called The Young Age of Earth. After you watch those 2 films, you laugh hysterically. How you ever wasted a minute of your life in all the conspiracies and the assumptions of all kinds of scientists. Objective science is something that can be proven. For instance, you have 1,000 people that have headache right now. And you give each one of them 2 Advil. And you come after 20 minutes and you ask each one of them, gone, 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 gone. So from 1,000 people, 990 people reported that their headache disappeared. Oh, now we have a proof that these 2 pills remove headache. What they do, we don't know. But the one thing we know, then I remove headache. That's called objective science.